Nothing puts a smile on a kid's face more than a toy. Well, try 100 of them. And we're not talking any old toys here. We've got the best, the greatest and latest, and we knew just who to ask to road test them.
Come on,
A little hope can have a big impact.
How many Barbies do you have?
A million.
A million? Looks like it.
And this many toys will bring a smile to any kid's face, especially those who've lost so much of their childhood.
Tom was having growing pains at night. He'd had some blood tests that were all normal. And then on the 23rd of December 2022, we found a lump.
Just 2 days before Christmas, a then 7-year-old Tom was diagnosed with cancer.
How do you explain to a small child, a young child, that they have cancer?
When we said the word cancer, he knew what it was. And he went quiet, I think, for about 3 weeks. We didn't hear a lot from him. He didn't ask a lot of questions.
There was nothing we could do to bring a smile to his face in that initial diagnosis.
With time, Mum and Dad, Melinda and David, say they began to see glimpses of their bright and bubbly boy. Tom underwent 64 weeks of chemotherapy and radiation, at some points simultaneously, all with a smile on his face and jokes for the nurses.
Before each round, we were given guidance that exercise helps with the chemo get through the body. So he's there doing squats before each round of chemo.
Tom's tumour is inoperable, but for the past 6 months there's been no activity, and that's good news.
What are your hopes and dreams for Tom?
I think the sky's the limit. He's quirky, he's friendly, he's kind. He's going to be one of these people that joins in society and just contributes to it, and in a good way.
Now 9, Tom will never get back the 18 months he spent in and out of hospital, but there's nothing like 100 toys to bring a little joy to him and other children fighting big battles. Along with 8 others, Tom's part of an elite team of official toy testers, helping build Amazon's top 100 holiday toy list.
Be careful with it bites.
It bites? Oh no.
Tom's favourites, Bitsy, which has 20 virtual characters inside, and this interactive camera.
3, 2, 1, smile.
Helping Tom pick the best of the best is 6-year-old Lucy.
Did you get to meet the real Barbie? Yes. How lucky are you?
I didn't know Barbie was going to a hospital.
You didn't know Barbie was going to be at hospital?
No, I didn't.
You didn't? Well, sometimes everybody needs to go to the hospital once in a while. Even Barbies.
Before she got diagnosed, she had this amazing curly blonde hair, and everyone said she looked like Shirley Temple.
One evening when Sarah was dressing the then 3-year-old Lucy for bed, she noticed a lump on her rib. What followed was almost 3 years of chemotherapy, radiation and surgery.
You think you could never do it, you could never get through it, but you just do.
Lucy was diagnosed with Ewing sarcoma, spending close to 300 days in hospital, many in isolation during the pandemic.
She could not have siblings in. Me and Dad were not even allowed to be there together. We weren't allowed to have 2 parents. You had to literally swap at the door. And one of the few people she saw was Captain Starlight.
Lucy's now in remission, but has developed a cardiac condition as a result of chemo. It means she'll continue her very special friendships with the Starlight captains here in the Starlight room at the Sydney Children's Hospital.
The games and everything, that's great, but what it's really doing is lifting their spirits.
He's dancing. Can you do the same moves?
I don't know.
No.
Duncan Fredericks is from Amazon.
What some of the kids tell us is actually they just love being heard. They love giving their recommendations. One of the kids, when we were working with them, said, "I'm the best toy expert because I pay attention to all the parts of the toy," which I thought was fantastic.
I love all the toys.
Oh, special. I don't know how helpful that is, Tom, but we love your work and we love the work of the Starlight Foundation. Let's hope all those families have a very Merry Christmas because they deserve it.